Hey there, it's BitB, and welcome out to another BitB stream. Excuse me. Intro, please. Anyways, yes, thanks for coming out. It is currently Oh, wait, no, it's Saturday, isn't it? Yeah, I'm all discombobulated because I was going to be playing this on Sunday, but then I found out that there was a bug competition. Then I found out the bug competition was not happening in the PM hours. So I'm like, sweet! I probably didn't need to play Animal Crossing on this day for the stream. But I'm doing it anyways, because why the heck not? Anyway, I hope you guys are having a lovely evening today. Pink, you're talking about the plush that you made. I believe I probably did refresh my memory, post it in the chat. I'm fairly certain I have you whitelisted for links and all that jazz. So let's do this. Like, essentially, we're going to be taking a look at the aftermath of what happened after Bug Event. Now, again, I have played a little bit earlier today, but I did not do anything of my my regular rounds and whatnot. So just a heads up to you guys, like, here, it's not like there's going to be anything inherently done or taken care of. There we go. Turn that down. Turn my volume up. Hello? I'm sorry to hear that funny stuff. Hey, hang in there. Have fun. Have a day. Oh. Well, don't I look devilish today? Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and spoil this right away. There's really not much different going on in the town. Aside from... You know... all that shit. Fluffy says, I'm very curious as to who moved to my island. Ooh, yes. A few people have gotten a little bit of a preview for who moved into the island. Which, by the way, this outfit was actually given to me by Blast. Thank you very much. They came over during the whole Stonks thing. Which, by the way, I should mention, Stonks were extremely profitable. I'm just gonna, say that right now for the, I've been saying it in the Discord, but, for the sake of just documenting it, yeah, Stonks this time around were ridiculous. And if you remember correctly, I ended up buying a whole bunch of turnips. Basically, a house load. So I made mad bank. Holy shit, mad bank. Pink says, this hood reminds you of Baikinman? Baikinman? I don't know how to pronounce that. I also don't know what the heck it is. I apologize severely. That's funny, I was watching a video a little bit earlier today. It was a dude who was just playing some video games, and there was, these references that people were throwing in the chat. And he was just like, oh god, yeah, guys, I have no idea what that reference is. I'm just like, oh god. I do, and I'm so sorry. You're probably very confused. Oh, Pink says it's pronounced, Biking Man. Okay, thank you. Fluffy says, I even helped clip the stonks. Yes! Yes! I put weights on my net, so waving it around would really buff my arms. I feel way ripped. You're gonna wake up in the morning and your arms are gonna be falling off. Ah, Pink has posted the link. Ah! Yeah, he certainly does. Again, I wonder if that might be intentional. There are certain costumes in this game that I look at and I go, that's probably a reference to something interesting. He feels ripped because he ripped his arm off. Okay, Splat, fair enough. Okay, okay, how many... I got plenty of bugs, so in theory, we got ourselves a nice, bug-loving chameleon friend walking around the island still, and he's gonna be walking around the island until at least 8 o'clock. Which means it's gonna... I'm gonna have to... Ah, yes, here we go. How'd you enjoy this bug off? Our regular celebration of bugs. Were you spiritually enriched? The next bug off is in July. I hope you find your way to the path of communal bug collection then. Okay. I mean, aren't you going to allow me to sell any of these goddamn bugs that I just collected? Or are you gonna be an asshole? Why would this game do this to me? I didn't know that there was going to be if that were the case, I would have just sold these guys outright. What am I going to do with all the bugs? Fucking damn it. Shit. Okay. So, we're going to have to do a little bit of, trouble and problem solving here. I guess I will sell some of the cheaper bugs off to the Nooklings. Fucking damn it. Okay. God, frankly, I kind of just want to sell all of them. But I also want to... You know, God, fuck it. I'm just going to go ahead and sell them all to the Nook kids. Dude, I'm not hurting for money. I just got a whole bunch of turnips. It's not going to matter. Well, I am officially sad. Why would the game tell me it's like, oh yeah, I'll be around here till 8 o'clock. The festivities end at this time, though. It's like, wait. Shut your face! Just tell me everything involving with Flick will be done by this time. Welcome to Nook's Cranny. I see you guys are selling a toilet. An ugly toilet at that. Wait, it's been a while since I've sold any bugs to these guys. Again, I've usually hoarded them simply because I've wanted to buff up my bottom line, but... Yeah, at the end of the day, I don't think I care. I might go ahead and keep maybe some of the expensive bugs, but that's about it. Take them. Jesus. Anyway, so how did the bug contests and all that jazz work out for you guys? Did you do anything particularly fun with it? How long did you spend in the bug contest? I lasted until about getting about 110 points. Actually, no, a little more than that, like 130. Mainly because I wanted to get as many of the items as I could possibly get. So once I started to get doubles, that was when I was like, okay, yeah, I've had enough of this. There we go. Clean out the front yard so that my neighbors aren't really pissed. There we go. But anyway. Oh, let's enter the house. There's not much different going on with the house. I haven't really felt... Oh, actually, well, there is a slight different, this brick wall texture. I had something different at one point. But this brick wall actually looks pretty much perfect for what I'm trying to pull off here. Which is essentially dark, dingy arcade. Fluffy says I got 170 points. But I was in and out because I was helping your folks with rearranging the living room. That's a heck of a lot of points for somebody who is just in and outing it. Ah! 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 Oh no! Son of a bitch. Apparently Dragon overslept and missed the contest. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, if you saw the fishing competition, it was essentially the exact same thing. You know, except bug. What was your highest multiplier for bugs? Mine was about 14. Funny Stuff says it's an infestation and they brought their own containers. Oh, how nice. You're still an asshole. Bianca. Who knew that bug catching was so much fun? I tell you, the next bug off can't come soon enough. Yeah, and I've learned a lot of lessons from it. Nova says I missed it because I was too busy being a pro gamer. Oh, fair enough. This is far from being pro, this Animal Crossing business. Apparently Fluffy got 14 too. Nice. I'm a little bit curious to see what the stock prices are right about now. Probably nothing. So okay, I've been thinking about this one thing. We just recently got Big Spike. And I'm kind of wondering whether or not it would be a good idea for me to hold off from getting any turnips this time around. Mainly because, like, I mean, man, there's nowhere to go but down. Like, the chances of me ending up getting depreciating feels like it's substantially high. I don't know. I don't like my odds. And I'm in an area where I'm like, well, I've just got like 8 million damn bells. So at this point, I feel like it would make more sense to just wait a week. At the same time, though, I mean, the fact that I have been going off and just buying all of the turnips every single day, hey, I've profited for the most part. I mean, that was due to a whole lot of help from you guys. Thank you very much. Basically, Splat and Splat Dad. I don't know. It's kind of one of those, like, you can't have all ups without downs. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like I might as well continue to do the whole stock thing. It's reached a point where the common butterflies are in sync. Yes, they are. But anyway, no, I've made plenty of money at this point, and really, I feel like I could just go ahead and grab turnips and be self-sufficient in some case. Like, I really don't care about having an oodle amount of money. And heck, if I end up losing substantially, that gives me a reason to continue to play in the stock market. Because, like, oh, okay, I gotta earn that back. If you just constantly win, it's not challenging. It's not fun. So that's kind of my thought. I'm thinking I will go ahead and get some more turnips this time around. Here's something that I learned. Apparently, now I don't 100% know if this is true, but there's like a maximum amount of turnips that you can buy every single week. I bet! What a coinkydink running into you here. This store is so warm and cozy. Sometimes I find a quiet corner and take a nap. That's called freeloading. Fluffy says I'm going to continue with the stocks until I get all of the available Nook miles you can get from them. I've basically gotten that. Let me check this. My stock prices are still pretty freaking good. Like, at the very least, it's an extra 20 or 30 from what the original price was. Splat says, time travel is a sin, but also Nook miles are annoying. Oh, I've heard so many people complain about this. Just, you know, the time-sensitive things involved with this game. Me, personally, I've got a lot of things to do. This is kind of a perfect game for me, because I can just dive in, worry about it for the short period of time that it takes me to play the game for the small period that I have. And then I do it all over again the next day. And the next day. And the next day. Splat says, my dad and I don't have patience in stonks. We have time travel when we're lucky. I've been a good boy. I have not gone and done time traveling. Though, I will say, there is one thing that was kind of brought up at one point that I was like, huh, yeah, that's kind of interesting. I never thought of this that way. But there are a lot of people that are very butthurt and upset about the fact that there are people that are time traveling and grabbing a whole bunch of stuff from the later ends of the game. And to a point, I was like, well, I mean, what's the big deal? I mean, it's not like that's going to affect me all that much. Honestly, it might. Because if you think about it, if somebody does time traveling and then they visit your island and they like bring you a gift or something, and that gift happens to be something that is not available at the current time, then that means that you're getting a whole, like, you are benefiting from the time travel in some capacity. So there is kind of an ethical dilemma about that. So it's like, I mean, heard about the problem back on Wednesday. Did the idea to check Twitch's attention work? I mean, I don't freaking know. I guess I will go ahead and get into talks about that. Yeah, I decided that I was not going to stream on Wednesday for the Twitch blackout that was going on. And, okay, I'm not going to... Here's the thing. These are extremely serious subjects and serious things that have been going on, just within the background of Twitch and just in general, the internet in general. I'm going to try and summarize it the best I can, as respectively as I can. But there's a lot of unrest involved with responsibilities of big platforms and allowing, like negative people or people that would wish harm upon other people onto their platform. And not only that, but allow them some, some extra incentives just because they are a popular person on said platform. This is something that has been going on for a real long time. I mean, if we want to go into details about some other sites, I think a lot of people know about stories revolving PewDiePie and the fact that he ended up making some very bad decisions on YouTube. Logan Paul, they did some things that were absolutely not acceptable, and at the end of the day, the worst that they ended up getting was a slap on the wrist. And there are a lot of people that are very upset about that, because a lot of people feel that that's not enough. To an extent, I actually do kind of agree with them, because, like, I do agree that somebody does deserve to have a second chance in these kinds of circumstances. Like, I don't want it to just be, oh, you screwed up. Nope, your life is over. Career's over. Get the fuck out. We all make mistakes. Like, don't get me wrong. It's another thing when it's it's an entire other thing when it is a group of people that continuously keep on making mistakes constantly. There's just one after another, and clearly not seeing the problem with what they do. And the main thing that bothers me about that, by the way, before we move on to that, let me just, yeah, there's a reason why I wasn't putting them in my inventory anymore. Anyway. There's a bunch of concerns that I have when it comes to that kind of thing. Now, of course, with Twitch, I care a heck of a lot about Twitch. I want to know that in the event this whole, like, BitBeast Streams affiliation with Twitch thing, if it works out in any capacity, I would like to know that I have some form of security on this platform. And I'd like to know that I can trust that I can continue to stick around and not have to worry about whether or not there's going to be an adpocalypse. That's one of the big reasons why I decided I really don't want to monetize my YouTube channel. One, because, I mean, it's ads. Nobody likes ads. But on the other hand, like, I can't really rely on the monetization of the videos that I put online. Mostly because that monetization could just go away at any minute. From simply a bunch of advertisers deciding that, oh, hey, we no longer want to advertise on this platform. Goodbye. And that can very easily happen anywhere, including Twitch. And I don't know if you guys heard the recent issue over on Mixer. If you didn't, I'm going to give you a quick summarization of that one, too. Okay. Again, I don't want to get into too much detail. If you want to do some looking up yourself on this subject, let's just say that there are some people, a part of the Mixer administration, that were saying some pretty nasty things behind the scenes. Again, I will not get into it. It's a serious subject that I do not really want to bring up. However, thanks to the way that they treated staff, the way that they treated their user base, a lot of people are now very upset with Mixer. And on top of that, now I don't know if it's because of this sudden backlash or not, but I have heard that Mixer has been sold off. Microsoft no longer owns it, and now Facebook is going to be owning it. Which, yay, that's two horrible tastes that are going to taste dreadful together. But anywho, okay. Lost my train of thought there. I mean, I've kind of, like, gone off the subject pretty significantly. But anyway, the short of it is that, streaming services, they are... they are not immune to this kind of criticism. And people, they want to know that they're safe on a platform. They want to know that they aren't going to have to deal with like, any kind of abuse, whether it be from a racial standpoint, from a gender standpoint, whether it be from, I don't know, just in general, a bullying standpoint. And I kind of agree. Like, I would like to be a part of a community that's, like, or at the very least, I want to be on a platform where I can grow a community that I know will be safe. That's one of the reasons why I decided, hey, I'd like to use Twitch instead of YouTube, because I have absolutely no faith in YouTube continuing on as a platform. Oh boy. Yeah, give me a second. I need to catch this boil. Hey, friend. So that is why I made the decisions that I did when it comes to the whole, like, Twitch blackout thing. I got it. Now, will the Twitch blackout actually do anything? I don't know. From some news that I have seen, it seems like there have been some receptive changes that have happened in the background. So I'll give him that. I do feel like at least there are some actions that are being taken. But it's one thing for an action to actually happen, and then there's an entire other thing. To fall back on your word and then just continue moving on like nothing happened. And that's what I feel like a lot of people are guessing is going to happen with Twitch. Like, whatever changes happen are probably going to be cosmetic and nothing else. And I'm kind of in that boat. I'm not entirely sure. I think time is the only thing that's really going to show, for sure, whether or not any sort of a difference is made. From what I saw, it really didn't look like the blackout was all that big or impressive or interesting. I know that I don't have a heck of a lot of people watching my stuff. I mean, just looking over at the number in the corner, there is apparently about 11 people. And I'm not 100% certain how many of the people that are currently watching are a bot or not. Because I know that there are a couple, like, viewer bots that end up coming into my stream every time I start. So I can't know for sure. So I don't have a big footprint, but at the same time, I did feel like I wanted to contribute something. So I guess in a roundabout way, you asking me is just like, hey, how's the problem? Is it fixed? I don't know. That's the simplified version. Anyway, sorry to get serious with you about this, but I do take these kinds of things pretty seriously. I'm very much a goofball on this show for the most part, but I do know what is, like, I do know what's a right move, what's a wrong move, and, what is an ethical decision for me to make as somebody that has some kind of form of a platform. Even if the platform was only, like, 5 people. So many freaking wasps. Get out of my inventory. I gotta say, wasps, they make a mean penny. Alright, so let me discuss some other stuff, though. Now, I noticed that the 4th of July is taking place on a Saturday. And that's going to be a little bit messy for me because I do have some, socially isolated plans involved with that. It's like, I have plans, but they're going to be nice and locked down. That being said, I do have plans. As well as I'm sure that a lot of you guys probably have plans for the 4th of July as well. So I'm trying to think of what a good solution for that would be. Because I still want to stream. Again, thanks to this whole Wednesday thing, I kind of threw out an entire stream, and, like, I've been itching to do more streaming, and it would really suck if I had to, like, throw out another one just because, oh, it's a holiday. So I'm kind of considering doing a stream on Friday instead of Saturday next week. And that being said, what would we do? I'll probably move this game back over to Sunday. I also know that I need to play a little bit more Terraria. So while I'm running around and doing this whole bug thing, anything interesting going on with you guys as of late? I don't really know. For me, it's been real quiet. Reasonably, respectively quiet. And you know what? That's fine. I don't care all that much about having some serious, any serious stuff happening. In my personal life, I will say, it's fairly chill. And I'll take that. Dragon Rose says I've been playing the new Shantae game. I really want to get the new Shantae game. Like, holy crap. That game looks adorable and amazing. Nova is going off to be a pro gamer some more. I want to ask, what pro game are you even playing? You keep saying that you've been doing the pro gaming stuff all day. Oh, well, that's up to you if you want to say. But anyways, yes, go be pro. Oh, Shadowverse. Nice. My buddy Ben just recently gifted me a new game. Anime Hearthstone. Oh, actually, you know what? I remember. You were telling me about this exact same game. Yes. I believe you told me that... Oh. Hello, Rosa. How's it going? I believe you told me that Shadowverse has got basically a night kitty. That sounds very Scottish. Aw, man. No, Rosa says, I bet my tablet pen done gone kaput. Can I get an F? Everybody in the chat say F. Yes. No, Nova is dropping the name of said cat. Meowskers. Cat doctor. I don't know. I feel like just because somebody has a Scottish accent doesn't inherently make them sound like the conductor. Especially, like, for me, just the fact that I've been working with a lot of audio-related stuff for years, I don't know. I'm a little bit of a stickler when it comes to audio quality and whatnot. Or at least I try to do my best. You have to browse the baldhead.com for new tablet or pen, aka Amazon. Is that a Bezos joke? Because I love that joke. Alright, see you later, Nova. I hope you have a nice night. I still love that one comic that circulates every once in a while. Oh, this little kid who's just like, I want to be a dragon when I grow up. and the dad's just like, oh shoot. Now, Jeff, dragons aren't real. And then it cuts to the future, and that little kid was Jeff Bezos, and he's swimming around in his pile of money that he's collected as a dragon, holding his gold. I'd laugh more if it weren't unfortunately true. Oh my god, so many bugs. This entire episode is just going to be sell the bugs, the movie, the game. Fluffy says, according to my friends, I can pull off the conductor because it's thanks to my accent. I mean, you're from Britain. That's not the same accent. Not 100%. There are some similarities. I'll give it that. Why am I keeping ticks and mosquitoes in here? Jesus. What a waste of my inventory space. Rosa says, we say, as we talk on twitch.com.tv. Yeah, you're right. In a way, Bezos owns my goddamn soul. Pink says, were you guys talking about games earlier? I had to quickly do something and I missed out what you said. Oh, I was just asking what other people have been up to as of late. That's pretty much it. Bezos like a zit that needs to be popped. I don't know about that, but for God's sakes. Would it hurt him to be just a little bit more of a philanthropist? Holy shit. Ah, yes, you were playing Sword DLC. Very nice. And I mentioned that, again, I went and a little bit earlier, I found my, my old Game Boy Advance SP, and surprisingly, it still had some battery life on it. Not a ton, but enough that I could boot it up and see what my save progress was. Did I get that helm from the Bug Off? No, I did not, actually. I got this, outfit. Give me a second. I got this outfit from, Blast, who decided to take a little bit of a visit while I was allowing people into my town to, exchange their turnips. I went far and wide with a whole bunch of the servers that I am currently a part of. Especially the ones that are a little bit more, like, small. I basically said, it's like, hey guys, my town, holy shit, come sell your shit. And then they did. I didn't get a ton of people, but a few people gave me gifts. And again, Blast handed me this one. It's, an interesting look.
I'm the devil. What do you want from me?
Actually, considering the fact that it looks so chibi and adorable, I feel like it would just be,
I'm the devil! Wow, wow.
Rosa says, you look like a bug. Well, there we go. It's perfect. If you try to catch me, I'll try and catch you right back. I still hate you. Buy my shit. Did I hear the news about Splash Mountain? Yeah, isn't it being, repurposed as another ride? I forget. I'll be entirely honest. There's a lot of stuff involved with Splash Mountain that is, questionable nowadays. Like, the current atmosphere, like, in our society today, some things are a little bit outdated. And as sad as I am to see something like that go away, I think remaking it and repurposing it as another thing is actually a good thing. Princess and the Frog. You know what? Sweet. I'm totally cool with that. Again, honestly, I think it's a very smart business decision. Because I'm sure as much people, Now, question. I'm going to make the assumption that the ride is, at the very least, going to be similar to what the original was. Like, they're not planning on adjusting it that much. They say because the ride was based on the Song of the South. Yep. That's pretty much exactly what I'm hinting at. It's like, that ain't something that you want to continue to have running in your park. Right now, that's not a good thing to be trying to push. But again, the thing that I'm wondering is whether or not it's just going to be the exact same ride. My assumption is yes. Except with new elements. I don't know. I'm all for having an attraction of that kind, like just getting some refreshments every now and then. I don't know, it's one thing to stay classic. It's another thing for it to be so outdated that you might as well just, like, chuck it. Did I see the summer update for Animal Crossing? I have heard a few things about what is currently in it. I did not watch the trailer. Basically, I've been spoiled a couple of things about what is currently inside of it. Oh, by the way, thank you very much, Void Spartan, for helping me out with that one. Turns out that's a lot easier than what I was doing. But anywho, yeah, I don't know much of anything about that update, and I am going to continue to not know much about that update. I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of a damn shame that, like, I can't really be excited or surprised by any of the elements that are going to be coming out in Animal Crossing. Because I would like to just log in and be like, oh my god, they added this thing? Holy shit. But from what I have seen of the latest updates, especially like the summer one for sure, there are some elements to the summer update that do exist within other Animal Crossing games. And there are a lot of people that have made some criticisms about that. Saying like, you know, why didn't this just come in the latest Animal Crossing anyways? Like, come on, it couldn't have been that hard to put this together before you decided to release the game. And I kind of agree with that. It's the way they've been doing with all the Switch games. Right. Well, at the same time, it's kind of indicative of what a lot of game companies are doing nowadays, where they ask you to pay a specific price for a game, and they basically give you half of one, and they expect that you're just going to wait until all the rest of that game comes out. The only difference between them and Nintendo is that, at the very least, Nintendo makes all of this content free at the end of the day. Like, you know, just free updates. For the most part, I mean, Smash is kind of, but even then, Smash has got enough shit in it that it doesn't matter. At least it's not paid DLC with Sword and Shield. Yeah, yep, agreed. It just gets scary because, like, at what point are they going to try and push over the line for that? Fluffy's cat said hello. Hi. Hello, kitty. Oh, I don't know. I push very hard against the whole idea of, oh yeah, I'll buy a game. Like, the whole buying a game and being promised that the game will finish and will come out in full. I mean, that's kind of what a Kickstarter is. And I don't know. I feel like when it comes to stuff like that, it should stay within early access sort of things. It should stay within Kickstarter realms. When you start saying like, oh, hey, we're going to release our full $60 packaged AAA type of experience, but the game will not be complete. Yeah, it's like, I kind of tilt my head. It's like, are you, really? And this game is like just on the cusp of it. It's like, you know what? It's drip feeding it at a reasonable pace, and I'm not stupidly bored yet. There have been some times where I'm like, oh, God, please give me something to do. But it's not that bad. Like, I think it's going to be okay at the end of the day. Yeah, Funny Stuff says, I kind of like the updates for Animal Crossing. It helps keep the game fresh and avoid spoiling by time travelers. You know what? There's another very big truth. Time traveling jerks that are just taking all of the stuff and basically ruining it and sending it out to people and being like, hey, would you like this cuckoo clock? Wait, can't you only get that in the winter months? I'll never tell. It's like, Rosa is currently playing Animal Crossing New Horizons as I stream. Awesome. Probably one of the best times, honestly. Right there. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to pick that one up. There. Gotta run around, do a little bit of pruning of the garden. Rosa says, I time travel when I miss out on Able Sisters because you love looking at new clothes. I suppose. I will say, like, it's totally fine for people to time travel. In my opinion, that's totally fine. Like, just, you do you. But it's another thing for you to obtain an item through time traveling and then hand it over to somebody who doesn't. And I'm willing to bet that I probably have some items sitting in my inventory that exist in my inventory strictly because you guys have given them to me. And they are actually, you know, a time-traveled item. And there's not much that you can really do to try and avoid that, by the way. I'm not, like, trying to blame you guys for that. Sadly, that's going to happen. Also, how many, Okay, there's still one more piece of furniture sitting around. And one more wasp in a tree. Rosa says, I'm too scared to time travel too far. Valid. I would be too scared about, like, corrupting my game and destroying it. Especially on this save. Like, for God's sakes, we have done so much work on this save that if this thing corrupts, I'm going to be super upset. At the same time, kinda not. Because I'm like, oh, I guess that means I can restart from scratch. Hooray! And that means I can try and make a new type of island. We're moving from the cities, and we're heading out to... I don't know. Time traveling is allowed as the developers... it's... play how they want to play the game, but it's common sense to not do it just to spoil the others. One time you time traveled as a small lass, and it was like a whole new experience. I am looking forward to seeing what, like, kind of new stuff is going to be in the game. As I'm sure there's probably a bunch of stuff that I'm just... I have not seen. Peach surprise box. I already have that. Great. Okay. Alright, as much as I don't want to stimulate Nook's frickin' economy, let's sell some more bugs. Rosa says, I went into the future and little Rosa was spooked. The scare. I was so scared. Oh, not that. I should probably just sell a whole bunch of this stuff. I got it. Oh, God. Does anybody need, like, a stack of summer shells? I know a few people are having some problems with obtaining them. I have so many stacks of freaking summer shells. It's ridiculous. Funny enough, I don't need anything here. Like, I really don't care. It was storming, and you were like, oh god, bat sign. So basically, you traveled into the future, and the future sucked. So it's like, no, it's a nightmare. That actually kind of reminds me of Back to the Future Part 2. Where Marty gets back to the present, and he finds out that he has, like, almost irreparably destroyed the present. Because he ended up going back in time. Actually, no, he went forward in time. And he grabbed himself the sports almanac. Because he's like, ooh, I'm going to bet on horse races. And I'm going to make a boatload of money. And then Biff Tannen figured out what he was going to try and do. And then handed the book over to his former self. And bada boom, bada bing, the future is owned by Biff. I love that freaking movie. There are a lot of plot holes, but it is a good movie. Okay, that's that. Hello. The bug off was so fun. I just chilled, hung out with all sorts of bugs, and talked to them about life. Of course you did. Where's Bob at? I'm sure he did the exact same thing. Give me a moment. It's rock time. Arf. But anyways, I think I was talking about this earlier. My buddy... Oh. Rosa says Bob is vibing. I mean, that's what he always does. Anyway, my buddy got me a new game. And he got it from Humble Bundle, and he wasn't planning on playing it. So he's like, this looks up your alley. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'm definitely thinking about playing it. At the same time, though, I have a lot of games that I'm already playing. And I also have a ton of games that are currently sitting in wait. Like, I have a massive backlog catalog of a bunch of games that I'm planning on playing at some point. And considering I'm not huge into being, like, super relevant in pop culture, like, I could play them at any time. Bark. Bark. I'll hand you over one of those games. One of them is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I'm planning on playing that at some point. Which makes me sad, because I never actually completed the Will of... Actually, I didn't play the Blind Forest one. I don't know, I just got so frustrated with the game, and I didn't really feel like playing it again. And that happens sometimes, unfortunately. Also, Kippy is here. Hello, Kippy, how's it going? I hope your day is splendid. Pink says, is a stone axe or a stone shovel better for hitting those rocks faster? I have no idea. I just use the shovel because, you know, I do the technique of putting down the two holes, move towards the rock, and then just hit, and let my back end sort of, like, bump into the hitbox of the hole. So I feel like just for the sake of expediency, I definitely would go with the shovel. But I have no idea which one is faster. Use a stone axe like a pickaxe. And that's all the treasure. Oh yeah, so I went island hopping to attempt to try and get a villager. Because I knew that I was probably just going to get a villager at complete random. And I'm not against that idea, but I'm like, I think I would like to have the option of being able to say, oh yes, I definitely want this one. It's like I'm at a candy store. Anyway, I spent a whole bunch of my Nook miles to try and go off to some islands. And honestly, I didn't like anybody that I ran into. So, yeah. Hello. What? And so the final idea that I had was, you know, whatever. Let's just let the fates go and see what happens. Who knows? Maybe we'll get somebody good. And funny enough, you guys still have not seen the new resident yet. Are you all excited? Are you all scared? Who could it be? Could it be someone brand spanking new? Is it a villager we've seen before? Ooh. Who could it be? Splat said, I left for God knows how long and still haven't seen him. Right. I don't know. I've been kind of dancing around going over there. Oh, hello, chaps. So, how did you do in the bug off? Me, well, I don't like to measure my performance strictly in terms of bug caught, you know. I have my data team working on the analytics right now. I'm sure. And I'm sure they're going to be forged analytics. Sup, sir? What are you up to?
I got a good feeling about this. Gonna catch a big one today.
Good luck. Do I hear a present? Oh, yes, I do. Yeep. Oh, hey! Oh, that itches! I got bit by a mosquito! What does that do? What? What does that do? It doesn't look like it does anything visually to my character. It's just annoying. Splat says nothing. It's just annoying. Okay, fine. Fuck. Like IRL mosquitoes. Shell wreath. Well, apparently I got that already. So forgetful. Okay, so. Oh, damn it. I have managed to catch one of those guys, but I'm such a speed demon just running around. I don't really care about stopping and making sure the trees aren't going to have really rare... Oh! Fucking damn it! Okay. I've only got 3 fossils. Where's the 4th one? My assumption is that the 4th one is probably in the tree grove. That tends to be where I find them. No, I don't really see it. Okay, never mind. Over here? Stop running. No. I'm trying to be McSpeedy. Perhaps it's in the house area. No. I've caught enough bugs for one lifetime. I don't care about ending up losing one. Don't matter. Okay, you know what? If I end up finding that one fossil, then... Oh, good for me. But my level of care is low. I already have plenty of money. And also, this guy's got all the fossils in the world. It just kind of make me wonder, like, what else could they possibly expand on with the museum? Like, they've got the art exhibit. But is there anything else that could possibly be put in a museum? That being said, Red kind of just shows up on, like, every freaking fiscal year. This is like... I don't think I'm going to have the actual painting portion of this area done in a very long time. Stupid little blood-sucking morons. Oh, mosquitoes. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm like a mosquito magnet. And that's why I'm kind of terrified to do any kind of festivities on 4th of July. Because I know I'm going to go out there, and I'm just going to be eating... I'll keep the clay. And the iron. I've got so much of this stuff that it really doesn't matter all that much, but okay. Thank you for the money. And now that we have collected all of this frickin' money, let's go shopping for shoes! Oh! Hey there, welcome to Able Sisters. What do you have sitting there? Whoa! Okay, gotta take a look at the inventory. What do we got? What do we got? Okay. So, we have here... Okay, some tweed jackets. God. I think I have a couple of those. Let's get some shoes. Let's party. Oh, hey! Unga bunga! I'll take it. Oh, damn it, I'm gonna want all the colors. Good thing I've sold all those bugs. Now I have room in my inventory. I am thinking about taking some of my back stock of inventory and moving it over to my secondary character on this island. Because, you know, I'm not really going to touch it, but, I mean, what if I need it later? You know what I mean? So now I'm wondering if there's a headdress specifically made for this whole caveman thing. Probably. And it will probably give it to me in November. Knowing this freaking game. Okay, alright, what else? Alright, we got the caveman thing. Sweetheart, that kind of reminds me of 5 Volt from WarioWare a little bit. Oh, this one? Kinda. Just a tad bit. Whoa, what? Top hats? I like to look at the top hat with the... oh. Ooh. Some kind of a strange superhero masquerade party. And a space helmet. Holy shit. What is happening today? There are so many good hats. Oh boy. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to be sitting here doing this for a while. I could buy another face mask to hide my identity. Because as you know, I am the #1 superhero of this island. I just took a look. Okay, alright, for some reason, I got some massive vibes of, like, Mr. Rogers when I looked at these things. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? ASMR, you buy all the clothes variants from Able Sisters gradually. Man, at this point, I've done this so many times that I have these sound effects just lodged in my brain. And we off. Okay, one more top hat, and then we gotta move on to the space helmet. Help! Oh, wait. I just had a thought. Do you think you could recreate that one Dumb and Dumber scene? The one where Harry and Lloyd are in the ridiculously gaudy tuxes with the hats? They're not exactly the exact same color. That makes me sad. Pink says they like those caps. I don't remember, like, I don't remember what I got and what I haven't. I just kind of buy something whenever I go, oh, I want that. And that's it. Alright, now we get down to the socks, which I have never cared to look into at all, because my character does not wear dresses. It looks like we're done. That's about it. Let's talk to the sister. We've been having more and more hot days lately. Oh my god, I think I talked about this. Yes. Such interesting conversations. Okay, now I have a buttload of clothing. Oh, man. And to think I was thinking the other day, like, God, I have so many freaking Nook mileage points. Like, I'm never going to run out of them. It's like, I got, like, 40,000 Nook miles. What are the chances I'm going to use all those up? And then I did. If I can roll the dice on a really good villager, I will. What do we got here? Simple white flooring and a cardboard box. How exciting. All right. And just a heads up, the reason why this money amount is so small is because I do not have my big stonk earnings currently sitting in here. They're currently sitting in an offshore bank, so to speak. This is kind of my personal funds. I'll go ahead and grab any of the other funds in the event that I ever need them. But for now... Pink says they feel like sharing this. Oh dear. I'll keep that up in my tabs and I'll look at it later. I feel just looking at the preview screenshots for like all of the individual frames. I just feel like it's like probably ear destroying. It might not. I have no clue. Oh, Flick Boy is gone. All right, let's go and talk with villagers, shall we? Let's go to the ones that we have not talked to today. Mr. Raymond! How'd you do in the bug thing? Ah, he's researching all the bugs that he caught. Well, hello! Always glad to have you come visit. You know, I don't think I've ever met Bit2. No, you haven't. And you talked about that earlier. And I keep telling you, no, Bit2 doesn't exist. It's a figment of your imagination. Shush. Do not talk about it. Oh, by the way, do you know Fluffy from a place called Astorville, I think? I don't know. Do I know Fluffy? I've always wanted to visit Astorville. Heard the local coconut cream pie is to die for. Ooh, sweet. Hello, Void. How you doing? Looking for a rap session with old Raymond? Rap? What? I don't know. I don't imagine seeing him, like... Is a rap... Okay, rap session is something entirely different. But when I heard that, I immediately thought, it's just like, oh, I don't know. I didn't know you could spit hot lyrics on the mic. Void says, why the hell did I order the curry ramen? Oh, that's your own fault. And now you must learn from it. Hey, do you remember that the Happy Home Academy is going to be grading our homes tomorrow? Hope you've got the place looking the way you want it. As for me, I always keep the Casa de Raymond spotless and show ready. You never know when someone famous will be in the neighborhood and want a cup of yerba mate. Oh, jeez. Also, what's on your cup? What is that? Let me... Can I see? That. Oh, fake language. Got it. Yeah, no, the Happy Home Academy, they're perfectly fine. So long as they don't open the door in the back. That is not a safe place to go. Hopefully they know better than to try it. Oh, forgot. All right, so it's time for a story. I was talking about this in the Discord, but apparently Bob and Monty had a fight. And by fight, I mean Monty basically screamed at Bob for an hour. And then Monty felt bad, so he's like, I want to get him a gift. Can you send this to him? And I'm like, okay, sure. I hand the gift over, and then hands it over to Bob, and then Bob opens it. It's the baby romper. I did not choose to give him that. Hey, Bit, welcome to my abode. Hang out, chill, snack, do whatever you like. Looking good, Bit. Impish costume, yeah. Those clothes are so spiffy. You look like a fancy cake at a restaurant's gotta... Wait. You look like a fancy cake a restaurant's gotta keep in a tall glass case. I would not associate this with cake. But okay. What do you need? Tomorrow's the day that folks from Happy Home Academy come to visit. Bugs on the floor always get excited when the Happy Home Academy comes by. I wonder what score I'll get. Probably a flat 0, holy shit. More chats, more people. Hello, Frigga. Void said, did you notice the KK Slider isn't around? I did. He showed up on Friday instead of Saturday this week because the whole bug off thing was happening. Oh, also, Frigga is calling me Snookums now. Snookums! How lovely of you to stop by. Brrr. Ah, that's right. It's almost Mary's birthday. Yes, let's not forget that on the 29th of this month, we all must celebrate. Brr. Hey, take note. That's the date. That's the time. You had better be there or be square. Is everything all right? I'm very particular about my bed. Clearly, I sleep extremely well on my rattan bed here. I mean, just look at me. They don't call it beauty rest for nothing. That reminds me, I just recently picked up some new like bed sheets and stuff. I don't know, like a full-on set of like comforter, bed sheets, pillowcases, all that things. It looks nice, and it definitely feels better than the sheets I had previously. Oh, Jesus. Creepy bastard. He's waiting for me. Oh, screw that! Okay, well, time for the grand reveal of the brand new villager. So, does anybody have any guesses as to who this is? Some of you might know. But yes, who will it be? Who is the new member of Biteville? Hailing all the way from Honeybean, it's Frobert.
Heyo, welcome to my top secret hideout, Fribbit. You come up with your plan for the Happy Home Academy yet? They're coming tomorrow, Fribbit. They're gonna score how you've decorated your place, and so you gotta put out your A game.
He's a jock.
How's it going? Been in any cool fitness training programs lately?
Not really. I thought, well, okay, somewhat. I've been trying to look into doing a little bit more working out lately, so I suppose.
Oh yeah, good for you. Feels good to work out, so let's both keep it up.
Yeah, I don't know. His skin pigment kind of freaks me out. He looks kind of diseased. But no, I think that's the best case scenario, frankly, because all the other NPCs I got, it was just like, yeah, no. Just like so much discomfort. It's horrifying. Void says eating soda ice cream. Can you combine the... I mean, there's like root beer float. Is that what you're talking about? Kippy says I look like a darker recolor of the Tick. Kinda. God, I just remember I saw that the cartoon existed, and I knew that it was on like Fox and all that jazz. I never watched it as a kid, though. Mostly because, like, I don't know, the Tick always just kind of creeped me out. Nowadays, I'm just like, oh, man, he's goofy and, you know, oh. He's all goofy, and I feel like I would actually really enjoy watching the Tick nowadays, but unfortunately, that time's kind of past. Not very relevant at the moment. Boyd says, kind of looks like sea salt ice cream. That sounds amazing. I would like. No, that kind of, that actually reminds me. I was thinking about this the other day, too. I really badly wanted to watch The Simpsons growing up, but my parents were not very interested in having me watch The Simpsons. Mostly because, like, they were worried that we were going to be quoting things from them, and they really didn't want us to do that. So they put a complete, like, just whole kibosh on that. No. Not allowed to watch The Simpsons. And that makes me mad, because I feel like The Simpsons is, like, a part... My humor feels like it lines up perfectly with The Simpsons. And sadly, at this point, I'm a little bit worried to just dive into any of it. And it makes me sad, because I see so many Simpsons references, and I would really like to be able to be like, oh yeah, I get that reference. Haha, that's relatable. But now I'm just like, I know it's a Simpsons thing, but I apologize. That's about as far as my brain goes. Whoops. Kippy says Futurama is more worth binging. You know, I agree with that, because at least with Futurama, there's kind of a plot. And I appreciate Futurama a lot more for that plot. With The Simpsons, it never really felt like anything distinct or new was going to happen that was going to carry along to the next episode. With Futurama, it was sort of episodic, but there was still those little intricacies and interests, like interest factors. Kippy says, the jokes also hit more often than they miss. Ah, nice. Yeah, we were talking about Kingdom Hearts, and then Nightwing in the chat just, like, belts out, when you walk away. What time is it? Time for you to shut up. Geez, John DiMaggio has got a voice that I don't think is replicable by any other human being. And if it is, holy crap, I would like to meet them. There's a gruffness to it. It's a gruffness that I really appreciate, and it's one that you don't really see all that often. Let's see. Is there anything else going on tonight? Probably not. I mean, we have already had the whole festival thing going on. I have gone and cleared out pretty much everything on this end. I'm still sort of looking around trying to find that one dig spot. But God help me, I have no idea where it would be. Futurama in Adventure Time. I don't know. With Futurama, that's one of those shows that they could pretty much get away with anything that they would want to do. They just have to make it an alien planet. Like, plot convenience. And that's the fun thing about space stories, is that they can do whatever the heck the writers want them to do, because how are you gonna explain it, huh? Have you ever met a Splorgblark before? Splorgblark? You ever had a conversation with them before? No, clearly you haven't, so shut your mouth. And Nightwing, Nightwing 2 is like, also, why are you dressed as the Tick? That's the second one, the second person that said I'm the Tick. I'm just an imp. I will repeat again, thank you very much for Blast for giving me this outfit. Let's see. Have I pruned all the flowers? I keep on missing them. Okay, I think that... Oh, wait a minute. Got a conversation going on. I want to see if I can get in on this. Out of my way, Pierce. Thank you again for the beautiful flowers you gave me the other day, Monty.
Ah, now, you don't have to thank me. You've always been good to me, so it's the least I can do.
Who wants to bet that Monty stole those flowers from my front yard and handed them over to Anka? That's just... I don't know. There's something about Monty's character that I'm just like, you're some creepy, like... He just seems sort of like the creepy dude that's attempting to try and get on everybody's good side, but secretly he hates everyone. You know that kind? Darling, why did you give me a chrysanthemum as a present? And a green chrysanthemum, no less.
Hey, it's a flower, but it's green. I know you like roses better, or was it daisies? Heck, I can't remember. I just thought this green flower was kind of unexpected, so I figured it'd make a nice gift.
You know, Monty, just because a gift is unexpected doesn't mean it's good. For example, let's say you were hoping to receive a gift for some coffee cake. But instead you received a gift certificate to a racquetball class. How would you feel?
Well, now that you mention it, my doc did say I should be doing some cardio, something or other, and... You know, for my health and whatnot, hey, maybe I should sign up for one of them classes.
Let's just forget I said anything, Monty. The flower is perfect, thank you. Time to give up on this conversation. He's too old. He'll never understand. That was an adorable conversation, and I love it. Rosa has posted a thing. What are you? Ah. Hyper Kitty. Cats just do not hold... Like, they do not like to hold still for taking pictures. Like, holy shit. It's always... Oh, gotta keep looking around. Gotta keep searching. Gotta keep... Left, right, up. Basically, look everywhere except the camera, you little asshole. Nightwing says Monty is one of those monkeys with Alzheimer's, isn't he? Pretty much, yeah. I think that is characteristically what he is. But again, like, so far... So, alright. So, Monty, clearly, he really likes giving people gifts. But those gifts tend to be complete shit. Alright, let's give him that. Alright? So, yeah. Got Anka. Anka got a gift of a green flower. Anka does not like green flowers. So, it's like, oh, okay, then. And then, well, earlier, Bob ended up getting a gift from Monty after Monty had some kind of a ridiculous fight with Bob. And that gift was shit because it was a baby romper. And I think it was sort of a slight trying to call him a baby. So, like, my current theory when it comes to Monty is that he actually loathes and despises everybody in this island. And he just doesn't want to say. And the funny thing is that, like, I don't know, with the track record going on right now, that's actually a very possible possibility. Well, at least Monty tries. No, again, I think it's not, you know, okay, he tries, all right. But the thing is, he also tries while also being, like, condescending as shit. He's one of those two-faced assholes who's just like, oh, no, I love everybody in this community. I don't know what you're talking about. Stop smacking your gums. I'm perfectly fine. You're perfectly fine, too. I love everyone. Yeah, get the hell out of my town, you son of a... You know, one of those guys? Rosa says, yeah, Bet, what's the difference between you and Monty? I mean, quite a few differences. I'd like to think that I'm caring. I like to hope so. I have given out random gifts, and I've actually put thought into them. Like, I remember, I've given Pierce so many different, like, random pieces of furniture so that he could work out on them. I've been nice. I've been giving people gifts from the heart. None of this weirdo, like, oh, hey, I'm going to send you this gift, but, you know... It's sort of like handing somebody a salt shaker and just they're well known for being one of those people that basically just brings salt into every conversation. One of those guys. That's kind of where my head is when it comes to Monty. Nightwing says, I have Dobby in my town as a native old guy. He kind of made me think of my grandpa before he passed away. Oh. Well, rest in peace, your grandfather. Rosa says, so you're not a water sign, are you? What the heck are you talking about? Water sign? What are you going on about? He's a really sweet wolf. Oh, that sounds adorable. An old wolf with an old story to tell. Hand to me that money. It's Zodiac stuff. You're the Gothic astrologer. Oh, okay then. I don't know. And you are here to read my palm. Oh, I understand. Okay.
Oh, okay, you're gonna work with all fancy-smancy ghost nonsense. Oh, spiritualism. Read this!
Is that a laser or a Snatcher just blowing hard raspberries? It was raspberry. But, you know, that doesn't sound very right when it comes to, like, I don't know. Oh, that kind of reminds me. I just recently pulled apart... Actually, come to think of it, give me 1 second. I'm going to run that direction. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, now here's an interesting little like aside story for like just random stuff I'm doing. So I used to own these 2 like poster frames that I just had sitting at like the end of my bed for about 5 years. And I've been telling myself that, oh, I'm gonna hang these at some point. But then like I accidentally run into them and they accidentally get nicked and the front ends up cracking. And then I'm like, well, I don't want to post it now. Like I don't want to put it up on my wall. This thing's gonna be ugly. As well as it's just sort of cheap and it's made out of like basically balsa wood, that kind of thing. Like really cheap particle board. So at the end of the day, I was like, oh, whatever. I broke them up and I put I threw them away. But this is the kind of weirdo I am. I decided to keep some of the acrylic plexiglass kind of stuff that was on the front of the poster board, or you know, the poster frame. And the reason why is because it makes a distinctive, interesting sound when you bend it. So, for example, give me a second. I got to move this thing to the back a bit so I have some room. Here we go. Like that. And when I heard that initially, I was like, you know what? If I could isolate that sound a little bit more, that is a heck of a good cartoon sound effect. Yeah, Nightwing, wibble wobble. Exactly. Like, listen to that crap. Straight up Hanna-Barbera. Rosa says, what does this have to do with fortune telling and Wiccan shit? It doesn't. I'm just saying. This is just someone playing with a wibble wobble. I don't know. I wasn't answering any of your questions. I was just saying random stuff because it's my stream, and I say random stuff. That's how it works. Let's see. What other things do I have going on here? Rosa says, I do that too. You do what? Especially to... Wait. What do you do with your cat? I'm very confused. What? Oh, you say random things. Yeah, pretty much. I'm just like, ooh, you know what would be funny to talk about? Horpity dorpity. Nightwing says Snatcher knows how to read palms too. Grabs palm and takes soul.
Oh, no, not again.
Ay. I'm kind of running out of things to do in this town. Like, you can tell that I've run out of things to do in my Animal Crossing play. Like, I've caught all the bugs. I really don't feel like fishing. I don't feel like catching bugs because I'm caught out. I'm so sick and tired of dealing with the, you know, catching bugs and all that jazz. I don't want to go fishing because that's just sort of the boring waiting version of catching bugs. As well as also I've gotten all the fossils and whatnot, so I think I'm pretty much done here. You know one thing that I really wish I could do? I wish I could go inside this telephone booth. The thing is, my head is actually bigger than the width of the telephone booth. I think. If not, like, the proportion of my head is about the exact same proportion as those old Fruit Gusher commercials where the kids' heads turn into these gigantic fruits. That's basically what my head is. Fish got a big head. Yes. Deep sea diving. More like, it's just fish 2.0. Yeah, I've been spoiled with that one. F-Bay has arrived. I think I will pretty much be done with this stream here, but I am considering, I don't really know. Do I open up the island, or do I go and visit some of you guys' islands off the regular recorded stream and off the recorded VOD? I don't know how many of you guys have anything interesting to do. No clue. Is it technically a spoiler if they had it in New Leaf? That's very true. It's kind of like they haven't really announced anything that's groundbreaking, going like, oh, whoa! Rosa says, I've made progress and I need help. How am I supposed to help? I'm a random imp. Isabel is being vague. See? I see the side of the moon there. Crescent. Okay, dokie. Well, all right, what time is it currently? 8:26. Frankly, I don't know. I don't think we've had enough time in between doing episodes where I go and visit people's towns. As well as also I kind of want to make this an early end tonight just because I got some extra stuff that I want to do tonight. So honestly, I think that will pretty much do it here. The demon boy. Hello. She wants more inclines and, like, bridges. And you're like, how? Well, here, let me give you a little bit of a tutorial before I begin here. I have no idea how far into it you are, but yeah. You gotta head into your main, reception area here. And then you sit down with old Mr. Nook here. Hello. Rosa says, I have many fences. Go to the construction consultant, talk infrastructure. I want some bridges and inclines. Let's make a bridge. Let's just say we're making a bridge. So you can either pick a bridge, an incline, Oh, we already have 8 bridges on the island. That's about. Oh, I didn't know there was a. Really? I didn't know there was like a peak or like a cap on that. Shit. Okay, well then, how many inclines do I have? You know that part, it's just more aesthetic. You just wanted somebody to be like, oh, put it there. I don't know, put it wherever your heart, wherever your heart will lead you. It's kind of what I did for my town. And for the most part, I do feel like my town has turned out pretty freaking good. Like, structure-wise, it really does feel like sort of that hustle and bustle sort of. It's like right on the outside of urban life in the city. I think it's a good way to put it. It's kind of like the residential areas within a city. Like, just on the outskirts of this area is probably some big skyscraper type of environment. Actually, no, that wouldn't be the case because this is a deserted island, but never mind. If I could make gigantic skyscrapers, that would be one thing, but I cannot do that. Your heart leaded you to befriending the grumpy characters. I don't know, man. And with me, I tend to, like, become friends with a heck of a lot of people. Like, despite the fact that I've made a whole lot of jokes about Monty, like, I'm only, like, half kidding. Okay, more like, I'm like a fourth kidding with Monty. An eighth. Oh, okay, let's just go ahead and end the stream because I don't have too much that I can talk about here. So let's start off. Thank you very much for coming out to the stream, and special thanks to anybody who did any kind of extra support, whether you subscribed or yeah, we had Splat who resubscribed. Thank you very much for that, as well as anybody who's thinking about following or anybody who has followed or subscribed in the past. Thank you very much. It's not a necessity. You don't have to do anything like that, but it's nice when you do because it does help out the whole Twitch channel and the YouTube channels and whatnot, because I can take that money and I can pour it into doing some random stuff like buying this Stream Deck, which has been quite the meme machine. Anyways, I stream on Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays, all of them starting at around 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Though I will say, I'm thinking instead of Saturday next week, I talked about this before, I'm thinking about doing Friday instead, just because I know a lot of you are probably going to be busy with the 4th of July. I know I will be. So let me know what you guys think about that one. Either, like, you know, send me some messages via the BitB Discord or whatnot. In all likelihood, I'm probably going to go ahead and just do it. But anyways, that's the plan. Tomorrow, I don't really know. I'm either going to do, like, Terraria tomorrow, or I don't know. Maybe I'll end up just doing Halo because I'm really itching to play a little bit more Halo. Who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna call this an early night. No extra visiting people today. We're just going to be ending the stream here. Again, thank you very much for coming out. See you next time.